Okay, this video is about progressions in astrology. Progressions are different to transits. Transits are the movements of planets in the sky to positions of exactness in terms of angle or aspect to positions in your own horoscope. Transits work through manifestation as circumstance and events in your life. Progressions are different. Progressions deal with what I call the growth of the soul from within, and they are mathematically worked out. Now there's two main systems of progressions. One is where you move all the planets forward either just over or just under 1 degree a day. You move the planets forward each day for each year of life according to how far the sun moves on that particular day. Personally, I don't like that. I use a system where you move the planets forward 1 day of their own movement for each year of life, i.e. the position of Mars 45 days after you were born relates to your progressed Mars at 45 years of life. This is called secondary progressions, and when I first discovered progressions about 30 years ago, I saw 2 or 3 systems, I looked at them all, and within instant I thought, that one works, and that's what I've stuck with, and it does work. The progressions do not manifest as external developments. They don't work through career or relationship or kids or residence or money or health. Instead, they work at internal development. I only use 2 progressions at the regular, consistent level. I use the progressed sun and the progressed moon because it's my contention that humanity is too insensitive to actually feel the influences of progressed Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, etc., apart from in isolated circumstances. The progressed sun, which moves 1 degree a year, is all about the growth of one's internal identity, one's sense of individuality, one's sense of uniqueness. For example, if you were born with the sun trine Saturn, maybe you're born 120 days after the sun conjuncted Saturn, you're born with the sun trine Saturn. 60 days after you were born, the sun in the sky would oppose Saturn. So 60 years of life, your progressed sun opposes your natal Saturn. Progressed sun aspects take 4, 5, 6 years to come to exactness and then dissipate. They are not felt in the space of a week, month, or even a year, which is why they're so often ignored by any other astrologers and not felt by people unless they're looking for change. But the progressed sun is all about the state of your identity, and if you need an example of this, and this will work for 90% of you, look at your own horoscope and using, okay, there's 365 days in a year, there's 360 degrees in a circle. So it's basically 1 degree a day. So look at your chart and see how many degrees ahead of the sun certain planets are, i.e. in the next sign or the sign after, or look how many planets are opposite the sun or near the opposite, and work out how many degrees it would take to make those angles exact. And then look back at that year of your life and see what was going on. You will see periods of your life of up to 2 or 3 years where that particular aspect does tend to dominate. The progressed moon also works the same, except that in the course of 1 day, the sun moves 1 degree. So it's 1 degree a year for the progressed sun. The moon moves 12 to 13 degrees in the course of a day. So it's 12 to 13 degrees in the course of a year for the progressed moon. Thus the progressed moon moves 1 degree a month. The progressed moon is much more an indicator of one's own internal emotional status. And as such, it's a very useful tool for rectification and timing of external developments. If your progressed moon is, for example, conjuncting one of your planets and an external transit is hitting that same planet, you can be sure that influence will be felt both externally and internally. The progressed moon deals with internal, emotional and feelingful development at the month by month, not the year by year. Sometimes it's a really good idea to take away the birth chart and just look at your progress chart. It opens up a whole new way of seeing yourself and your gradual, steady internal evolution over a period of years and decades in the past. And with practice, you can project this forward and influence, not influence, too strong a word, anticipate futures and thus give yourself that little bit of edge. Never ignore your progress chart. It's about you. It's not about the outside world. It's about who you are. Catch you later.